Guys, I've walked up on one. This field here is one I hardly ever get a chance to walk. A piece from home, and I don't walk it a lot anymore because it's a lot of stuff in here broken. Well, almost everything's broken, tools and everything. You rarely ever come across a good piece, and that's the best thing I found out of here in years. I only hunt it randomly, but it's a find. I'm going to keep on looking. This may not make it to video other than just random finds. I may make a compilation video of just random finds. I have some of those. Thanks for watching. Alright, you look at all this mess I'm looking in. It's hurricane, try to see anything. Fungus growing on the ground. Everything. But I think I've walked up on a piece and it ain't very big, but I'll show it to you. I don't have any idea what you're seeing may be all there is. I'd like for it to all be there though. Let's just pull it out. Oh, one little ear gone. Boy, that'd have been a sweet little piece right there. Well, let's keep on looking for them. That's all we can do, ain't it? Later. Guys, I'm back. I'll show you this. Big old tool. I started wiggling it and I started pulling on it, and I could tell it's got some weight on the other end of it. Maybe one of them two-handed turnip puller dirt slingers like Nearly's been pulling out, but I don't think it's gonna take two hands on mine. Pretty good sized piece of flint right there. Yeah, it's a big old huge tool. I mean, a handful of it. 5 inches at least. Alright, let's keep looking. Alright guys, I just picked this big old banded slate tool up from right there. It's pretty good looking for a tool. And I stood up and started to walk up through here, and I looked around the edge of this tobacco plant, and there it looks like there's a worked edge of a piece right there. And I don't know, it may be just a flake, but it doesn't appear to have a base on the thing. And I don't find a whole lot of stuff like that. Yeah, it does have a base. The one that side we was looking at was kind of broke off. That's interesting looking. Ground base, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Well, let's keep on looking. A little bit of stuff out here. Alright, I've come across another one. That last piece I found, that tool, I may have said it was banded slate. Of course, you know better than that. I meant banded hornstone, and I may have said banded hornstone. And right there piece don't look too bad. I'll take it. I have a little tip damage on it. We'll deal with it. Let's keep looking. This is my old fishy field. I don't look it very often. This is probably only the second time this year, maybe third time, but doesn't have a whole lot in it, but you never know when you're gonna stumble across something awesome. So I'm off here. Alright guys, I'm done hunting today. I went to 2 different places today and didn't do just a whole lot, but yet all at the same time found a handful of, or a pocket full of broken tools. And all these tools, they've got like edge work on them in places. And a lot of the tools, that's all they've done, was they just snapped a working edge on them. Just that thing right there has been, anyway. This place that didn't ever produce just a whole lot. I believe it's a hammerstone right there. It's heavy. And I didn't expect to find a whole lot. You know how it is when you can't go where you really want to go. This one right here was the point of the day out of that place. It's not perfect, but it's a good find though. I was glad to find it. The field had done been walked by somebody, but I don't expect to find much. I've hunted the field for probably 25 years on and off, you know, and never found just a whole lot, but it's worth going to. It's just a patch, maybe 2 acres of it. And this field here, I found this stuff out of what I call my fishy field. You never know what it's going to do. And one time it'll do pretty good, and next time it won't do nothing. And today was no exception. Of course, the ground, you know, it wouldn't work, and still found some pretty good pieces. You've seen the trashy ground. That tobacco had a lot of wind in it this year, and a lot of it got laid over sideways, and when they cut it, left 2 foot of the stalks where the leaves dried up from the drought, and all the stalks was laying crossways, and trying to step over them, and the morning glory vines. It was rough looking, but that'd have been sweet right there if it had all been there. There's a little Harrodsburg piece. What a chopper. I love that banded hornstone, but yeah, I can just tell it's most of the time you don't find a point made out of it. Well, there was a piece of one right there that was attempted, but it was going to be crude either way because that stuff's grainy. It'd make a pretty point though, but I don't think it could ever work down fine enough. That's a pretty chopper or a pretty tool for a tool. I like that stuff. And this here is a big old gnarly tool from that field today. It's a handful. But my go-to fields, they're just not in shape right now, and I'm just going where I can. Plus I've got a few days off, and hope to bring you some more stuff soon when I get a chance to go. But we're going to have some more rain, or some ground's going to be worked, or some tobacco's going to have to be harvested or something, you know, before I can hit my regular spots. But I appreciate y'all watching. We'll get these up for you.